Hey everyone, it's me, Dr. Bell, future Dr. Bell. You know, you gotta speak it into existence. That's what I claim myself to be. Mental health profession. My favorite subjects are CBT and psychotherapy. But I'm also very savvy and adept in taxation and economics, especially macroeconomics. So we're going to get straight into it. This is the video I guess everyone has been anticipating on. And so I'm going to talk about two major things. Number one, this whole fiscal cliff thing, throw it in the garbage can. Just ball it up, throw it in the garbage can. Because we've been in the fiscal cliff for the last couple of years. Matter of fact, we've been rolled over and fell over the cliff. We're as a United States of a people, economically, we are still trying to figure out how to climb back up this fucking cliff that we fell from, so we could go ahead and still maintain an economic equilibrium and live our lives. Okay. So anybody talking about the fiscal cliff and that having some kind of relevancy or contributing factor as far as the IQD, tell them they're bullshit and they don't know what they're talking about. Okay. The fiscal cliff has nothing, absolutely nothing, to do with the IQD. And as a matter of fact, the IQD, the Iraqi Dinar, is Mid-East, okay, Mid-Eastern region, okay. So what you need to understand is everybody's also talking about this Chapter 7 thing. Well, if anybody know anything about the United States, they know two things. They could tell you something and it'll be the exact opposite. So they could tell you, oh, Iraq hasn't been lifted from Chapter 7 yet, and that's what we're all waiting on. Well, let's look at it in the opposite direction. Let's say that the IQD has been lifted from Chapter 7. Okay? The only problem is it hasn't been revealed. That's top secret classified information. Yeah, we have some, good experts out there that have tapped into information that we shouldn't already know thus far. But it's just some stuff that we will not be exposed to until the time is right. So we don't know if Chapter 7 has been lifted or not. But what we do know is this, that Chapter 7 isn't going to be an issue. Everything and every other sanction has been issued. Everybody, every other country is laying in bed with Iraq. They want this thing to happen. They want to wake up, roll over, and drink a fucking nice glass of fucking lemonade. You understand what I'm saying? This thing is going to happen, period. If it takes another fucking 5 years, so what? It's going to happen. This is a long-term investment. This is not something short-term. Because what's happening is, I could tell you exactly right now what the hold-up is. And I guarantee you this is the hold-up. The hold-up, okay, is the politics. It's the politics, period. The politics is what's holding everything up. Because when I say politics, I don't mean just Iraq politics or the United States politics. I mean politics on a global perspective that contributes to why things haven't happened yet. For example, the powers that be will not allow the IQD to reevaluate until places like Egypt have come to a standstill and have woke up and smelled the Folgers and said, hey, you know what? We need to behave just like Iraq right now. We need to play ball, okay? Things are not going to happen until Iran fucking plays ball, until the next door neighbors play ball. Nothing is going to happen in the Mid-East section until everybody is on the same page, until security levels and risk are at an all-time low, until development is stable, until economic growth is forever increasing and has a high probability of increasing. And these are the real factors that play a part in why things haven't happened yet. Okay, even over there on the Asian side, all right, China has politics going on, while their currency is low too, and the Japanese won. You have people trying to find their proper places and their proper seats. Okay, the reasons why things haven't happened. And until the politics is done or has come to an all-time simmer, all right, nothing will reevaluate or redenominate, whichever floats your boat, okay? But what we do know is this: it's going to happen, and it's bound to happen because there's too much investment on the east side, okay? And on the Asian side, there's too much investment, trillions and billions of fucking dollars, all right? Russia and China, I mean, you name it, they're there. Everybody wants a piece of the pie. So it's not a fact of if it's going to happen, it's when, okay? Now, what I could tell you this: some of the best currencies to invest in, pay attention, some of the best currencies to invest in right now is the IQD, the Kuwaiti Dinar, the Indonesian Rupee, Brazil, their currency too, because they are another project that's undergoing development as we speak. That's why when you watch TV, you start seeing little infomercials and commercials here about Brazil. And, you know, sometimes you wonder, wow, what the fuck is this? You know, it's because they're under development. All right, so Brazil is another one. Get your hands on that money. Also, the Chinese yuan, Japanese yen, and all that good stuff. If you're into any kind of island kind of stuff, I actually like Jamaican money because it's at an all-time low, and I'm actually working on some investments as far as property. I want to be able to, you know, just go over there, buy up some land, build on it, and you know, just leave it. You know, make it, you know, some family inheritance. That's pretty much the only place that I know of that once you buy some land and build on it is your shit. You know, you don't have to worry about property taxes like in the United States, that if you don't pay your taxes, some fucking guys downtown at a fucking courthouse with a double-breast suit and a nice credit card, nice credit score, or a checkbook trying to buy your fucking shit for, you know, pennies on a dollar. You know, you don't have that in places like Jamaica, even though they have an all-time high poverty level and stuff like that. But, you know, they also have rich and wealthy sized parts of Jamaica too, okay? So basically, like I said, the fiscal cliff is bullshit. Any other news dealing with that is bullshit. This is going to happen. This is going down. It just takes time. This is a long-term investment. It's not short-term. Okay, if it takes another 5 fucking years, so what? And it's because everybody that has invested in this, and not just small-time people like you and me, but big people. Let's think on a macro level. You have big people in this, that have big money in this, and they want to make sure that their investments roll over into like triple, quadruple the profits. So in order to make sure and almost guarantee that that happens, we have to make sure that security levels over there in the Mid-East are at an all-time low. We have to make sure that there's economic growth. We have to make sure that, you know, the proper things are happening. And that's what the holdup is. And we have to make sure that we have the proper managers and directors in place to maintain that stability, which is why it's dealing with the politics. Everything that you're hearing about, oh, you know, Prime Minister this and people voting for these seats and that seats, I care less about whose name is what. I don't give a fuck if your name was Billy Dean Young and you were, you know, some fucking top official. I don't give a fuck. We just need to make sure these people are in their proper places so common people like us that have been waiting on this investment, to hurry up and roll over. Because we have some things to do. We're getting older. We're not getting younger. And then we got kids, you know, where we need to make some moves, okay? So continue holding on to your investments. I actually advise that, you know, it's just a suggestion. I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that. But I actually would like to go ahead and say go ahead and make some further investments into different currencies, diversify your currency portfolio. I fell in love with hard assets. I love currency trading. Stock market, no, fuck that. Currency trading is the go-to right now. And actually, you should be proud of yourself as far as being able to have the money that you have, because we were able to bypass the Forex and deal with fucking dealers online that probably is getting this, their money either directly from the CBI or whatever fucking bank, and also, some backyard dealers, for shaving off the money and filtering it to us, people that have a little knowledge of what's going on. So be proud of yourself and the money that you have, because trust me, if you lose it, if you misplace it and somebody else found it, it'll probably be hard to get your hands on the amount of money that you already have dealing with the IQD. There's actually some things going on right now. People are talking about shutting down the access and ability to buy IQD right now. I can guarantee that's going to happen. That's going to happen, because if things are supposed to go in a positive direction, then we need to, minimize things like that and virtually stop that. We can't have a whole bunch of their fucking money over here and everybody wants to fucking revalue and they can't stabilize that shit. So at some point it has to stop. There's a cutoff point. So, which is the reason why you need to make your investments and hurry up and make it now. Just stick that shit somewhere in a shoebox or something, whatever is safe for you. Okay, start, if you feel like you're too old and you have your hands on this, start making some wills now. Okay, and that's pretty much what's going on. It's going to happen, like I said. It's the politics, people. The politics is what's the holdup. So just sit back and just wait for this thing to hatch. Wait for this thing to hatch, okay? And I'll probably see you in another 6 months with some new information.